What?
Welcome back, everyone, to an episode of Stories from the Unbound Shores. Excuse me. Where we last left off, the party had made its way to the arena/tournament grounds and inquired about its rules and the person leading them, with some thoughts on joining to earn the entry, to earn the reward if they win, but also perhaps the um, favor of the one running the tournament, who has the sword sheath that used to belong to Aurelion's father, which they are trying to recover. However, in the course of their working to apply for the tournament, they considered trying to add Nightmare to the team roster, but were told they had to get approval from Lord Rallick directly. And I believe that's where we left.
Sounds about right.
We now have the contract of entry. We were told that we needed to speak directly to Lord Relic to get a dispensation to add a nightmare to our team. And we were trying to determine if entering the tournament was 100% necessary, if we should just jump this guy when we get an audience with him. So what do you want to do, Thomas?
Well, we have to meet him anyway.
Yep. So what do you want to do when we meet him?
I want to play it by ear.
Should we be waiting for a signal from you if you want to jump him?
I feel like the signal will be him raging. I feel like it'll be a pretty obvious signal.
Possibly. But what if he does something different?
That might be it.
That last round of questions was asked right after we found out what we were going to be given an audience with Rallick, right?
I'm trying to remember.
I believe so.
We asked 3 rounds already?
Only 2 that I'm aware of.
There's
Okay.
3.
Which means that I have to beat a 75% in order to ask a 3rd round.
There's
Oh no,
3.
there was 3. So, but
Okay.
it is still 75 for the 3rd round.
Right, well, but that
Of-
means that I already beat the 3rd
4.
round if their questions are up there.
Oh, the first would
Yeah, I
be
meant
0.
for I meant to say for the 4th, because it's like there's a 75% chance of failure to do the 4th questions and 100%.
Yeah, you're right, because the first one's free. Then it's 25, 50, 75. Okay, so yeah. Sorry. Do we need a 4th round of questions? Is the question I should be asking.
I think that is going to be sufficient. Unless we want to ask something about, like,
No music.
One moment, I'll do that. Please continue.
like if he would be inclined to collect some of our group. You know, specifically a nightmare and a drow.
Okay, so you're proposing to ask if we can use the Nightmare and the Drow as bargaining chips in getting this scabbard back?
More if we should be concerned about him trying to keep you.
Okay, that's a good way to...
And possibly if he will have, say, more than X number of bodyguards, because I'm sure he will have bodyguards.
Important people always do.
Although I suppose that's also a thing that we will potentially be able to find out.
Alright, let's see here.
Or if any of his bodyguards have the ability to go into the ethereal. Because I feel like turning invisible is more likely than that. And I can switch my vision to invisibility. Within 10 feet, but you know. Also, I think I might cast tongues on myself when we're going in. It's like I'm trying to think of all the possible things that could go wrong. Or that could, not go wrong per se, but...
Alright, and here's the proposed 3 questions based on what you said to me, dear.
I think that's reasonable, although I think for 2, our main interest is more than the amount of guards we feel like we can handle.
I don't know how many guards we can handle.
Yeah, it's part of the
We've
problem.
faced down groups of 5 before, and we've faced down groups of 3 and 4 before. I don't know if we faced a larger group than that all at once.
Yeah.
There were the skeletons, but there might have been more of them.
I feel like those would be more foddery than bodyguards.
Delicious.
Haha.
What do you think, Aurelion? There's a high probability that we won't even get to ask these questions, but might as well have it laid out.
Can you write them down?
Yes.
They're in the chat. Alternatively, I can, well, maybe we see if this one works, and then we try contact other plane if we feel like we really want to ask them.
You have access?
As a ritual.
Mm.
And I have the portents to make the save if I don't roll a 7 initially.
Mm. Well, I've got... This is a ritual, so I can roll my D100. 200 if we want to ask these questions. So, did you have any proposed changes to the questions there, Aurelion?
That does Lord Rollick have concerning interest? Is it concerning as in worrying?
Yeah, same use. I put it in parenthetical because it's more for us. I probably won't have it be part of the official question, but that was, yes, that was just because we would not want to become possessions of him.
Although it might be preferred to, or you might want to have possessing like living oddities and curios, just to specify. I mean, I know you've got the such.
I don't want
as,
to
but I
die
feel
either.
that's a fair point. Okay, carry on.
He's only interested in unliving ones, so he's gonna kill me. This is all so bad.
I just mean if the such as doesn't necessarily specify enough, then, oddities and curios could be interesting artifacts.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to cast, and by that I mean I have to spend 10 minutes casting and then find out if I succeed or fail. Give me 1 second to turn on the light in here so I can actually see my rolls.
Oh shit, speaking of rolls. Oh good, they're right next to me.
And also to get a can of drank. 25 does not beat a 75.
Indeed, this is not.
So we get no answers. There is silence from my goddess and her agents.
They say, oh my god, this guy again?
just one of the celestial servants to illustrate is just like, oh, he's already gotten 9 questions. I'm not picking up. So after 10 minutes of praying and other ritualistic activities, he is going to speak out one of the questions in Undercommon, and after a second, you'll see him crack an eye and look around himself with both eyes, and then repeat the question. Like arms outstretched, It appears that we have reached our limit of questions with my lady and her associates.
That is unfortunate. Do we feel like we can sufficiently wing it without the questions, or should we attempt another spell? She looks apprehensive.
I think that they are worthy questions, but I do not know if they are 100% necessary. I would not be any less confident going in without these answers. But if there is a risk to this other spell you want to cast?
Well, if we choose one of them, I can word it in such a way that divination should cover it. If I use contact other plane, I would get 5 questions in a similar manner to commune. But there is a slight chance I could go insane.
Is there a chance?
Well, I guess not in this case.
You have looked into the future, somewhat at least, I assume. You must have some estimation of what your likelihood of failing this test of the mind is?
She'll sigh and say, technically I could guarantee it. It's just, I would like to save certain things for more critical moments.
Well, then I think that you have your answer. If you do not wish to manipulate the fates to guarantee success on these questions, perhaps they are not necessary. Unless you wish to cast the die of your fates and find out if we will be attempting to complete this combat challenge with just the three of us, Aurelion, myself, and Nightmare.
Actually, perhaps if you want to wait another 11 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh yes, 10 minutes. There is one that costs that even if you cast it as a spell takes 1 minute. That's what I'm thinking of. Anyway, 10 minutes. To get one answer. I think it may very well be worth knowing whether he will attempt to collect you.
Very well. Are you going to cast your own commune?
Well, divination.
Well, well, I have no problem waiting. It seems that we have some time before this tournament, festival, gets off the ground. We have only spent 40 minutes, about an hour, since we spoke to the representative. What is 10 more minutes? So you cast?
Yes, I'm working on the formulation of the question.
Okay. No, do not. No stuff drop.
Alright, how does this sound?
Wait a minute. Is that a reference to my date?
Har har. Also slightly TMI. Does that sound like a reasonable wording?
I think it covers all of the possible bases.
Okay.
So what spell is being cast?
Divination.
Divination. Alright, go pull that one up to make sure I'm doing it right.
Oh, I think I have in my inventory.
We are going to travel to the nation of Divi.
Okay. I swear I purchased and put in my inventory, like specifically, notes about offerings to my god. I don't see them.
I'm pretty sure you bought them at Arcosia, so if you want some and you don't have them, add like 3, 4.
Yeah, sounds like plan. I'll remove the gold for good measure. Just in
That's up to
case.
you.
Probably can cover it even if she was double purchasing.
Yep.
Alright. So the question is... Will Lord Relic attempt to prevent any of our number from leaving his company, regardless of how our meeting goes? Before I answer this, are you certain that is the question you want to ask? Because that is still somewhat in the realm of a yes or no question.
Divination can go bigger than yes and no?
Correct.
Yeah.
It gives a short phrase,
Phrase.
cryptic rhyme, or an omen. It does not restrict itself to yes or no.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Cryptic.
I could say something like, how likely is it that he will attempt to...
3.
What?
It's a 3. That's the likelihood.
What is a percentage likelihood?
You know what a percent is?
Probably. Been using percentages ever since the Roman Empire.
Alright. Better?
It does read funny.
It does. How our meeting goes could also be kind of vague. Perhaps I should say, even if... I don't know. Maybe of how he views us after our meeting. His opinion of us after our meeting. During our meeting.
I think that...
Upon our meeting.
I think you're gilding a lily here. I think that how our meeting goes covers all of those things just fine.
Alright, fine. Then that's what we will roll with.
Alright, so. What is the percentage likelihood that Lord Rallick will attempt to prevent any of our number from leaving his company, regardless of how our meeting goes? Let's see. Spell says the reply might be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
A box without hinge, key, or lid.
Maybe I
The
shouldn't
odds
have
are in your
specified.
favor.
Oh, okay, that's good.
The signs point to yes. Hold on. Is divination just a magic 8-ball?
And now I need a magic 8-ball.
Count on it. Ask again.
Okay. Do we feel satisfied with this? I can ask in the same manner as you.
I mean, I am left to assume that odds are in your favor means that we'll be okay, but what if it means the odds are good that he will try to keep one of us?
Yeah, it is concerning. I'm gonna...
For that one, I will just clarify, because was not really the purpose of like the spell or my phrasing. Like, with in your favor, like odds are for what you wanted. Odds good.
Yes. For not being collected.
there would be other people have cast the spell. I would expect people, like at least one of you two casters, to be aware of some of the types of responses this thing has given in the past to have that context.
I know it's just said ask again later.
What?
We know what it means, and things are okay.
Yes. I got that.
That's all. After that was just joking.
Okay, well then. I can ask more questions. The only problem will be we do not know if they will be accurate.
Fun.
It can be random after the first.
I think that that was the most important thing to be concerned about. If there would be some trickery or extra danger in this meeting, and now we know that there will not be.
Well then, I think perhaps I will cast Tongues and see Invisibility since it'll cover all the bases. On myself, and hope that he does not keep us waiting for longer than an hour. Although I suppose perhaps we should ask them how quickly we will be seen. They might give us an answer. If he is available now, or if we will need to wait for him.
I imagine that he will want to have this kind of a meeting well before the competition is to begin. Probably that person that we spoke to can at least point us in the direction to have this meeting.
Indeed. Oh no, what?
Yums.
New Magic 8 Balls arrived. That's the oh no. Alright, so you guys are heading to where you were directed to find Lord Rallick. Is that my understanding?
Yes. We're
Or
going to try and have this meeting, whatever the shortest path to that was.
Alright. I don't have a map for this. Sorry. But you'll find him at a nice restaurant of sorts.
before we get there, I'm going to cast Tongues and then... No, sorry, see Invisibility and then Tongues.
Alright.
And Tongues, and because of... Where are you?
Just expecting him to, at some point during the meeting, talk to somebody else in a language you don't understand.
Potentially.
Hmm.
I want to be prepared for the possibility. And also, it only casts me a 3rd level spell because... Or
Second?
I only use... It's... Second... I'm casting See Invisibility, which costs a 2nd. Then I'm casting Tongues, which is a 2nd level or higher divination slot, which lets me regain the 2nd level.
Hmm.
Divination wizards cast their detection spells all day long.
Hmm.
Well,
much.
as long as they have higher level spell slots.
Yeah, but with the way it trickles down, I think you'd be hard pressed to actually use all of them if you just use them on divination spells.
Hmm.
Alright, let's go see if he'll see us.
Alright. When you get to the door of the restaurant, someone at the front will stop you and say, "It's a private event. Do you have business here?"
We are prospective entrants into Lord Rallick's tournament tonight, and we were instructed to see him regarding an odd inquiry for our entry. Unusual inquiry.
let me check with his staff. Wait here.
Of course.
He'll go inside and you'll see him talk to someone. Not Lord Rallick specifically, but after a few minutes, he'll come back and says, "Alright, you can come in, but make it quick." And he'll step aside and let you guys past.
Okay. We did not talk about how we wanted to approach this. Whether we wanted to start right in on Aurelion or start with the well, I guess we should start with the question we were intending to ask.
That was the question we wanted to ask, and let Aurelion handle his own business. Right, Aurelion?
Acceptable.
Very cool.
As we approach, I want to make a check to see if I see the if he has the scabbard on him in some obvious location.
And by let Aurelion handle his own business, I mean if he wants to start something, allow him to make the decision, and then we support him.
And
He
hope
does
that
seem
the
to have
entire thing doesn't come down on us.
He does
Sorry.
seem to have a fancy scabbard on him.
Oh dear.
You can't be certain if it's the right one because you've never actually, seen it.
I am incredibly familiar with all fancy scabbards in the world. It's in my
Insight
character backstory.
Aurelion.
I'm familiar with one in particular.
Insight on Aurelion is 6.
So I guess that's
Got it?
deception for Aurelion to try and hide how he's feeling from you.
Indeed.
I mean, 6 has a 5% chance of success.
You got this, buddy.
Not today.
You are an open book, buddy.
What'd you roll?
No, I got a 16 on die, which is a 15.
Ooh.
Oh, nope. He is a concrete wall, my friend.
Well, that's alright.
Clear as mud and unknowable as the far side of the moon.
Thick as big shit.
Yeah.
Dark side of the moon. Anyway.
All of the
So I
Pocahontas
suppose-
stuff.
I suppose we approach. I give some sort of. Well, I guess approach and wait for him to address us would probably be the polite thing to do.
Probably.
I think.
What are you two doing?
I'm standing quietly.
And Aurelion?
Did we actually plan who was going to talk to him?
No. Not verbally, so you could always just interject and lead in. But you do notice that, like, Roland, at least, is just keeping his eyes forward and his mouth shut. He just seems like he's doing everything in his power not to draw more attention than him being a drow already will.
Yeah, and I kind of took the lead at the door and doing the same thing. More or less. I am trying to look confident yet non-threatening.
So you got something to say to this guy? Go for it, man.
Yeah, like we've what's he doing?
Eating.
Presumably. Maybe not.
I assume.
What is he doing, DM?
He's eating.
I assume correctly.
Does he make any indication of noticing us?
I was just making sure that, assuming that Thomas is not jumping in with something, then he will. You'll see one of his attendants go over and kind of whisper something in his ear. At which point he'll kind of look up, notice you. You three are looking to join my tournament. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And something about a special mount? Could you elaborate, please?
I wouldn't necessarily call her a mount, but we do have a nightmare with whom we are allied. We were curious if she would be allowed to enter the tournament with us.
The things you get when you're sleeping? Could you... How exactly would that fight?
No, apologies for the confusion. A nightmare is a fiend of sorts. She is appears as a flaming horse.
So it... Why they called it a mount? What is it exactly your... So you're, what, trying to do some of the fighting? What's her role in this?
An additional combatant.
Alright. Do you have some method of control, or what is to keep your creature from getting out of hand?
We have an agreement with her that she will not harm anyone we do not wish her to harm, so long as we keep her appropriately fed.
Agreements. Do you have that in writing, or just something that was verbally decided?
I'm a little concerned about being snarky here, but I kind of want to be a little bit snarky.
Well, be sparking the telepathic bond, then.
Oh yeah, that exists.
Yeah.
You gonna tell Aurelion about that scabbard you saw?
I kind of assumed he also saw it.
I didn't assume I saw it. I wasn't told I did. Did I saw it?
Everyone will be able to see it.
Aurelion, is that your scabbard?
First
Is
things
it?
first, we need to give him an answer about the contract.
We very much trust our ally Nightmare. Just call her a friend and stop calling her a fiend, perhaps. I'm sure it's not entirely suspicious that we have a deal with a fiend.
Fair point.
A free.
I will then simply
Friend?
say she has not proven shit, how am I gonna phrase this? She has not given us any reason to doubt that she will hold her end of the bargain. And we have been traveling together for quite some time at this point. alongside many others who are not part of this agreement. She has been a good companion to us.
Very well. If you wish to enter my tournament with your nightmare, you may do so. However, any harm that befalls it is on you. Any harm that it does to, well, other creatures outside the rules of the tournament is also on you.
You would be
I will
granted
not take
death ward,
responsibility
no?
for that thing.
What? What did you say, Roland?
She would be granted the death ward as any other competitor, no?
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Well, that is a low roll. Sorry,
Can
pages
I
refreshing.
aid him? I feel like this would be a weird thing to be able to aid, but
I mean, you've been doing most of the talking already, so it's possible that that will carry some weight.
Or you can aid him.
cool.
Alright, let's see if we can do better than a 4 on die. We did a 9 on die, which brings it up to a 14.
It's probably worth using one of my portents.
Which one?
It lets me know the result of my thing. Hang on, I need to read it. After the roll, right. Let's bump that to a 14 on die.
That's a 19.
I do not want our nightmare to be killed. Our friend.
I am significantly persuasive.
So that's 19?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will give you a choice. You can either receive additional prize money for having her count as a fourth combatant, or you can get the Death Sword.
Over the telepathic bond. But other teams get the death ward and the prize money.
What are your thoughts on the matter, Nightmare?
What I'm going to spend gold on.
So, Death Ward then?
Indeed.
We do rather like Nightmare alive.
Death Ward it is. I will have one of my associates write this up for you. So that we have everything nice and clear.
Indeed.
Is there anything else, or can I go back to my meal?
Is that the Scabbard Aurelion? Should we ask him about it?
I was told it was I?
Yes. It is.
I will then look to Aurelion. As in, like, indicating to him and Lord Rallick that perhaps there is more to the meeting.
Okay, so Aurelion will straighten a bit more. And, if I may,
You may.
Yeah, that scabbard you're wearing, you purchased it from, I'm not name whatever the shop was that we were in.
Pawn shop.
Just called the pawn shop.
The Jade Dragon, I think is what I called it.
Oh yeah, because it was going to burn down.
Jade Dragon.
Oh, I also want to kind of, while his attention's on Aurelian, scan the room to see if there is anyone invisible or anything or anyone invisible or in the ethereal in the immediate area.
Let me check one thing. But
And casting the spell lets it to be, I think, to 60 feet as opposed to the 10 feet from my special eyesight. Special sight? I don't need to say special eyesight.
Look with your special eyes.
Yeah, I just see them as if they were invisible.
But you still have disadvantage to attack them.
That's silly.
No, it's the dumbest ruling I've ever seen.
That is so silly.
what is?
A question comes up frequently about sea invisibility, because invisibility seems to separately indicate that things that attack you have disadvantage, and by separately I mean as though it's not because you're invisible. So sometimes people are like, I see them, so they're visible, so I don't have disadvantage on the attacks anymore, right? And somebody's like, no. You still have disadvantage on the attacks because the spell negates invisibility, not the benefits of the spell invisibility. It's like, no, fucker.
What?
All of those benefits are because you're invisible. If they see you as though you're not, you don't get the benefits against them.
Yeah, that's
But that's, like, the official rules as written, like, the official being the official internet take on rules as written for that interaction, and it's just such bullshit.
well. You do not see anyone invisible.
Except Nightmare.
Or in the ethereal.
Or in the ethereal,
Except Nightmare.
except night.
Okay.
Nightmare is great.
So, Aurelion, what did you ask? I'm sorry, I got sidetracked.
I said to him,
Did you purchase it from the pawn shop?
yeah, I believe it was purchased from the
Okay.
pawn shop.
The Jade Dragon.
Jade Dragon.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. That happens to be property of my family that was stolen by former traveling companions of mine.
Do you have any proof of this?
Oh, what kind of proof would I have? Like, would there be any... Might be a family mark on it or something.
Yeah, you could simply describe, like, some flaw in it that would be, like,
Yeah.
hard to spot unless you had held it for a long time. Just be like, one of the rubies has a crooked setting because it had been knocked out during a fight, and we put it back in ourselves or something like that. And be able to say exactly which one.
Although it's possible he's had that fixed since then.
Possible.
Now, do you want to describe something, or say you've described something?
Yeah, like I'll describe some what's the word I'm looking for? Subtle effect or something about it.
All right. He'll kind of look you up and down, saying, "Well, that's by no means proof, but it is evidence. And so I take it you'd want it returned."
I really don't expect you to just hand it over.
I want to insight, Relic.
Okay. It would have helped me. Tell me under what context.
Hang on. I am trying to get a sense of sort of his general opinion on whether he's inclined to do this. Like if he seems very reluctant or less reluctant. And the roll is 21.
Alright. For someone who has, as you know, just purchased this, he seems more attached to it than you'd expect.
Mhm.
But you also don't really know him, so it's hard to know if that's like out of character.
Yeah.
But he does not seem to want to give it up easily.
I once again wish that I was a sorcerer,
Why is that?
so I could detect thoughts without telling him I'm detecting his thoughts.
That's what the feat's for. Get 2 of those a day.
Hmm. I don't think I realized there was a feat that did that.
Yeah, there's. We've
Magic
got one of the
Initiate
later
Sorcerer.
books.
Oh yeah, fair
Meta
enough.
Magic Adept. It lets you pick 2 Meta Magics and gives you 2 sorcery points. Fuddle is just 1 point.
No, it's 2. I've known that one just because Sam got it and gets to do his thing twice.
Hey,
Subtle cast, extended duration.
so, so you said you don't expect him to give it up just for nothing.
Yeah. Which we already figured.
So you'll see him kind of start tapping the table. It seems kind of like a thinking tick. I'll tell you what. You can make sure a certain team loses in the coming tournament. I will give you the scout as part of the prize.
I look to my companions.
Mm.
And I
I'm
have
going
like the
to.
that like nodding shrug kind of thing, like
I'm going to kind of give a not sly, but kind of along those lines smile and say, well, we certainly intend to win. Which would presumably mean others will lose.
Competition is a zero-sum game.
Yes, but I need them losing before the final round, not at it.
Very well. What team is this?
A duo. Caster and warrior of some kind.
Do you know their
Arrogant
team name?
pricks, I believe, call themselves Life and Death.
I like it. Over the bond, I would say, Miss Medisari, you should probably press him that there must be some way to ensure before the final round that we actually face one another. That does not break the rules of the game, because it would not help us to make this deal if we can only complete it by becoming disqualified.
By becoming disqualified?
If we do something to fix this, to make sure that we fight life and death, we get disqualified, then we cannot get the prize.
Okay, then I'm going to say, almost word for word, will be that there be a way to guarantee that we have the opportunity to do so before, without needing to go outside the rules, so to speak.
There will. Are you aware of the sign-up contract?
Indeed.
If the prize money is not your primary concern, instead of having to fight through multiple rounds, you could become one of the
Challenges.
surprises for additional contestants. You will not be able to get your prize money, as you will not be starting from the bottom, but your chances of winning your fight against them will be higher, as they will have been worn out and you will not. But if you choose to enter the tournament anyways, I will make sure you're in the same bracket.
How good is our confidence? I'm saying over the telepathic bond.
Well, we have nearly 5,000 gold pieces. Nearly 6,000 gold pieces. So if we enter and win the tournament, we would be doubling that. But he is right that entering only a single round of the tournament to defeat one single pair of combatants would be a much better way of guaranteeing success. That being said, I think that this is something that Aurelian should have the final say on, since it is the scabbard that is more important than the money, but the money is not unhelpful to have.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
So I'm led to assume, if I understand correctly, that this competition is not merely teams versus challenges, but also teams versus teams, because you want to be the last team standing.
Uh-huh. Yes. In short, he's saying that our two options are to enter the tournament from the beginning, to fight however many rounds we fight, which will be against monsters, which will be against other teams of fighters like ourselves. And he will ensure in the background that we fight his people he hates. Or we don't do that. Instead, we become allies of his, and he inserts us into the tournament as a surprise challenge specifically to that group. We don't get any prize money because we weren't contestants, but he'll give us a scabbard if we knock them out.
Yep, that pretty well sums it up.
So the question is, Aurelion, do you want to guarantee or make it as guaranteed as we possibly can that we just get the scabbard, or do you want to be ballsy adventurer types and try to get the prize money and the scabbard?
No, I get the choice. I think Aurelion's weighing the sort of selfishness of taking the easy path.
I'm not particularly pressed either way. I just think that that's a pretty good sum of money there. Then we would really not have to worry about money for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is just that I don't think Aurelion would be. Yeah, how would you describe it? Aurelion, yeah, he's just. I would not feel comfortable depriving my companions of some sort of recompense for their work. I can't put my desires ahead of them. So I feel signing up from the start is probably that's the choice I think I would like to make. And you look from
Oh, sorry.
everyone just to
I think that Roland's going to turn to Aureliano, reach out a hand, place it on his shoulder, smile at him, and say, "Then we'll just have to make sure that we win, no?"
Melisari is looking at Aurelion with her eyes, or her eyebrows kind of drawn together. Shut up.
I'm looking at you with
Her
my
eyes are
ears.
drawn together?
Shut up. Eyebrows kind of drawn together in concern, but we'll say if that is your choice. With a, nod. I hate you so much. That is so disturbing. Although we do also have to weigh the possibility of him, after we have fulfilled our end of things, using his caveat to attempt to take us down and out of the winnings. But regardless, if we defeat them, yes, I think this is fine. I'm thinking aloud in the telepathic bond.
How many days have we been in Arcosia? Been in the south, I guess I should say. We've been traveling for like 4 or 5 days,
Yeah.
right?
About 4.
Okay.
I think it was 3 days of travel, 1 day in the city.
Well, if that's the case, then it's still 3 days before I can get my divine intervention.
I am also going to propose over the telepathic bond, knowing that in spite of everything, you are more charismatic than me, Roland. That you suggest to him that we get our agreement in writing.
Very well.
something to the effect of, should we prevail over this one team, regardless of the ultimate outcome of the tournament, the sword or the scabbard.
Yeah. Having spoken very little thus far in the meeting, I think that Roland's gonna sort of like seem to kind of like come alive like a robot activating, and he's going to turn to
And also, can I aid since I
turn to
make the suggestion for a telepathic bond?
I would accept aid. But he would turn to Lord Rollick and say, the group has found that your terms are acceptable, and we would agree to enter the tournament as regular competitors. You will ensure that our match is against this life and death duo, and when we are victorious, you will include with our 2,000 gold per person prize this scabbard that belongs to our friend here. We will shake on this, and we would like to get it in writing with your signature.
Although we would like it noted that the scabbard, per our discussion, should be regardless of the eventual outcome of the tournament, as opposed to simply part of our prize should we win.
The only stipulation be that life and death will fail prior to the final round. We need not win the tournament to receive the scabbard. You want me to roll persuasion?
Just to make sure I have everything right, you are effectively just wanting to get all of this in writing?
Yes.
Yes, and make it specifically noted that as long as we knock out the team he wants to knock out, yes, before the final round, that we will be given the scabbard, regardless of the eventual outcome of the tournament.
Even if we're not
Yes.
the victor.
Indeed.
My assistant should have finished writing that up momentarily.
Boilerplate agreement. Oh, so I don't need to roll? We're good?
You're not. He lives for contracts. He will not commit to any team unless it's in writing.
Oh, right. I want to make a perception check of my own. I am looking for symbols of Asmodeus. Anything that might indicate a connection here, even if it's not like a full symbol. He might be more cagey about it than that, but anything about the way he deports himself that gives me this sense that I am correct in my assumption that he serves this god, this devil.
Alright, you may make a perception check.
That is a 17.
17, you do not notice any symbols of Asmodeus on his person, but he does have a lot of stuff on him, so it's possible that it's covered or that you've just missed it, as he is well dressed with jewelry and the like, and some fancy armor in a few spots.
Okay. I see nothing definitive.
Also, I want it noted that I'm wearing my nice clothes right now. Ever since we've been in the city, in fact.
Nice.
Anyway. Well then. We thank you for your time, Lord Relic. And for your agreeableness. Oh dear God! Why are you like this? I really didn't need to find out today that Roland is a bottom.
He could be a very commanding.
How do you spell scabbard? I have no clue.
Scabbard. He could be a switch.
This is unless I've missed something, I believe this is what you will be handed. To be signed by both parties.
He's named as Dark Horse. I like it.
I like it too. I think I may want to insist on the regardless of the eventual outcome of the tournament stipulation.
Yes.
Because I know he I believe had said once or twice they will be given the scabbard as part of the prize money, and I want to make sure that it's independent of that.
But of course, we're going to win, so it's not even going to come up as a problem.
Just hedging our bets.
I'm gonna bet your hedge. Wait.
Please don't do that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
exactly.
Okay.
Although, I guess it would have to be... Wait.
The first part outside the bounds of the tournament seems a bit.
Like, you're not gonna get in trouble if Nightmare goes and bites someone while you're still fighting you, but if Nightmare goes and bites someone once Death Ward's gone off, that's on you. Because that's outside the rules.
Oh, I guess I do also want to ask him, about the beasts that we know to be part of the challenges, and if we might be permitted to make use of them for purposes of nightmare snacks.
You did want to check on that?
I did
beasts.
want to make sure that wouldn't.
Nightmare might want to eat
Us
the beasts, but the
issues.
beasts weren't protected as much as the fighters were, so he might be amenable to it.
Those things are... You may... insult the... Beastmaster, or whatever it is they're calling him over there, once everything has been cleared off the arena grounds. Do not, under any circumstances, allow it to begin while things are still in view of the public.
Understandable.
Now, I have a meal to get to, and you perhaps have some training.
Of course, and thank you again for your time and understanding.
He pointedly ignores you while he goes back to his food.
And we excuse ourselves. Well, not excuse ourselves, that implies talking more, but leave his presence. Or at least I do, I can't talk for the others.
It's honestly unfortunate. Nightmare eating the things we've just finished destroying would have been very good for our appeal as intimidating competitors.
And also horribly concern the public more than
Yeah, I don't think we want to intimidate the audience. That's probably not.
I would not discount the usefulness of psychological warfare.
against the audience.
I mean, yes.
I think we want them to like us more than they fear us.
I think that they will like that. They are here for a show where people are potentially killing or being slaughtered by monsters and beating one another down with spells and the like. I do not think that. I think that my assumption is going to be that people who are here for that kind of spectacle are going to find the idea of some of the competitors fighting alongside something they would normally consider a monster to be novel and interesting. And should they be unfazed when that monster gives into its monstrous nature to eat monsters it just killed, there will be some, fear, some disgust, but more will find this energizing. What is the word?
Arousing.
I hope that's not the word. Yes! No! Not that word.
But maybe.
There are other definitions to the word, or other understandings of the word arousing. However,
However,
Engorging.
okay, that's a little bit too specific.
that's what she is doing. She is gorging.
Physiological and psychological state of being awoken or of being awoken or of sense organs stimulated to a point of perception. Says Wikipedia.
I always use just roused for that, and I drop the A.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you guys
Anyway.
want to do before the tournament gets underway?
I mean, I was interested in continuing this discussion.
Oh, sorry.
Well, there is a bit of a difference between watching combatants smack each other around and watching them eat each other.
Yes, but again, some of the combatants are monsters that will be trying, and in some cases, succeeding on eating the people who are like us, adventurers, fighters, whatever.
Certainly hope not, as that would defeat the purpose of the Death Ward.
The Death Ward is only in rounds when we are fighting other people, not in rounds when we are fighting monsters. It says so in the contract.
Adventurers were just given.
Did you read the contract?
I did, but I must have missed that.
It is under risks. When competing against other teams,
that
both sides will be
indeed.
provided one casting of Death Ward.
Look at that indeed.
Therefore, the risk of fighting the monsters very real the entire competition. And I would bet
Although Death Ward lasts indefinitely, doesn't it?
it lasts on 8 hours until it is broken.
Well, presumably it won't. Well, no, I guess the matches are long. Or the time between matches are long, rather.
It just says that when you fight another
No, you're right. I'm just thinking that would imply that the beasts and creatures are initial bouts, and then we move on to the teams.
probably, they might intermingle them. It's true that some combatants could still, if they do that, have a Death Ward when they fight the creatures. But it does not say there that the match is called when a Death Ward breaks with a creature. Only with a person.
This is a fair point. Well, regardless, it's ultimately...
I only bring this up to say that, probably there is going to be viscera. Regardless of if nightmare is the cause. And I only say this to say it is, somewhat unfortunate that we lose some of our intimidation factor by not being able to show off this facet of our friend. She must deny her nature for the comfort of these people.
Well, when you put it like that. She's kind of like looking thoughtful. Like an agreeable thoughtfulness. Nodding slightly while looking thoughtful.
He's going. You good? You thoughtful?
I'm nice and thoughtful. I'm sorry, who was just going on about monster?
I don't know. I have never met this person.
Monstrousness.
Magicness. He's going to be. You'll notice that Roland is watching you as you think this over, as you ponder this. After you've stopped talking to one another, he seems to be watching your expression.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't stay looking that way for super long. It was kind of yeah, okay, fair enough.
But he watches you throughout this mental exercise you do. And when you stop, he's going to simply shrug his shoulders and say, "Perhaps Illustre did choose a good mouthpiece for her teachings."
Melisari will simply smile. Encouragingly.
He's learning the depths
Nightmare's
of his
been
own
awfully quiet through all this. I'm gonna say in the telepathic bond, you've been awfully quiet about all this, Nightmare.
Well, lots to think about. Need to make sure I have my tools nice and sharpened.
There's nothing to stop you from taking any monster that is felled on the field into the ethereal plane to eat it between fights.
Well, we do still have to confirm with the Beastmaster that this will be acceptable with them.
I feel like Lord Ralik's word will carry us very far.
Well, I have a problem with that. I can't carry something that heavy. Can't take objects unless I carry them.
If there is a small monster that we are fighting, and you are able to pick it up, would you not be able to bring it into the ethereal plane with you?
We will see.
What if I was carrying it, and we rolled into the ethereal plane together?
Melisari snorts.
That would technically be possible.
Perfect. Then that will be backup plan. I will make sure you get your fill. Alright, let us go speak with the Beastmaster and prepare for our first bout. Did he say we need training?
I think it was
Or
a
something.
suggestion. Preparation is how I took it.
We are not well trained enough.
Don't be too offended. He is. We're still in the telepathic bond, right? He is.
I'm
simply
almost
a
under the
noble.
impression you guys have left. Otherwise, you will be removed shortly.
Well, yes, we have left, but you never know when people might be listening in.
True.
Granted, you never know when people might be listening in with detect thoughts.
Also true.
Bum bum bum.
Boom, 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 boom.
But anyway. Alright.
Yeah, I'm ready.
am ready.
Alright, 1 second.
Was really hoping there was a gif of Benny dejectedly saying bastards
Who?
from the Mummy.
Good enough. Alright.
Hey, what happens if you use protection from evil and good on a fiend?
Other fiends can't attack it.
At least not as effectively.
Yeah,
I like it.
you could protect it from other fiends. I don't
Or
think you...
celestials.
Yeah, you don't protect it from itself or anything like that. Like, it's not the same as banishment.
Yeah, that way you'd want, like, dispel evil and good, which I think does do more along the lines of what you're thinking.
What? Dispel evil and good? The 5th level spell that I have prepared? And have a +8 to cast?
You know, in the battle with life and death, I could use Wall of Force. Stick one of them in a bubble, while we take out the first, and then go into the other one.
No tag teaming for you.
Indeed. Okay, out of character, I zoned out when he was saying them, or explaining them. What was their, class-wise description?
A caster and a warrior, he said.
Okay, I figured, just, you know.
He used the phrase, of some kind.
Yes. Probably a cleric, if I had to guess.
Would be.
Or, it could be...
What if it's a Claritin?
Well, I mean, I was gonna say death could be, or life could be the paladin. And death could be, like... I don't know. Any other sort of caster. We do damage.
I mean, or it's just gimmicky. And they're like a wizard and a fighter.
That would be lame. I would be sorely disappointed if that's the case. Gimmicks are only good if they make proper sense.
Well, hopefully I won't disappoint you then.
Dirk and Eskel were a gimmick.
Dirk and Eskel were wonderful.
Alright, so is the plan to... Is there a plan to do anything else before hermit things?
No. Not from me, anyway. Aurelion?
I can't think of anything else we need to do.
I think I am set.
Alright, still have an hour and a half, and so I think that's enough time for combat. So, unless there are objections, I will move us forward to the first round.
Combat, combat, combat. Roll initiative.
So,
Were
well,
there
before I-
stipulations about leaving the arena in the middle of a tournament?
They said we
Okay.
get disqualified.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, not exactly. Said there you would be disqualified if you weren't there on time. So you could assume that, but I guess one thing I can just say from you having gotten here beforehand, the doors that lead into the arena have locks on them.
It's a cage match!
Leaving may not be an option. It's not a easy one.
I mean, it occurs to me that we maybe should have mentioned that Nightmare has the ability to go in and out of the ethereal and make sure that wouldn't... Well, no, that's right. You did say that she just had to be there at the start.
It's part of her nature. I would be really surprised if they didn't find that a woo-woo kind of thing. Like, oh, that's neat. Because I don't think... when she disappears, she's just disappeared, and she's going to only reappear when they can, like, they'll only be able to see her reappearing if she reappears in the arena.
Fair enough.
They won't be able
No.
to prove she went anywhere else if she did. Not that I think she will.
You lot will be about here, on the east side entrance, and have effectively one turn to get in position or cast a spell or whatever else before the doors are unlocked and monsters are unleashed.
I so want it to be such that the three of us walk in and look around as the crowd kind of like cheers, boos, yada yada, whatever they do, and then poof, the horse appears behind us.
I like it.
Showmanship.
Works for me.
Gotta have that showmanship.
Roland's all about that showmanship, apparently. Is Orgnar in the audience today?
Will not answer that question, because you'll look for him and wave at him, and I don't want you doing that.
Grinning. No, I wouldn't.
So that was in here. That one? Oh,
Battle music.
oh. 1 second, trying to find a certain half mark.
No, Orgnar.
I think that's Kingdom Hearts actually music.
Oh no. Oh.
That was for settings.
Hang on, I gotta find the
The
lyrics. The fake lyrics.
The really dealy.
So much writing.
Anyway, are you gonna give us the big announcer voice and lead us in? Or are you just having us go at it?
I'll probably do it here in just a second, but I
Okay.
wanted to get you guys like starting positions settled first.
Okay. One round,
So
you
you guys-
say?
You guys basically get round 0 to move in position as you like. Casting of things like mage armor or anything else that you want to do, or your own death ward in case you feel like it.
I'm feeling confident at the moment, so I'm gonna leave off the Death Ward. But I think Melisari still has the lowest AC, right? I know it's a battle for the bottom between the barbarian and the wizard.
I have AC 15. Oh yes, I had casted mage armor,
Nah.
which is what makes it 15.
18?
15.
15. And Aurelion, what's your AC?
18.
Okay, there is one thing I forgot to mention in all of this. Following the watery section beneath the bridges, it's basically like a ring out. Once you're down there, you're out of that round.
Oh, DQs. Okay, so yeah. Before charging off over to where he is here, he's going to offer a quick prayer to Illustrate and, like offer his hand for shaking to Melisari.
Sorry, what?
He offers a quick prayer to Illustrate. His hand begins to glow, and he thrusts it toward you.
I look at it confused for a second and then take it.
The glow transfers to you, and in your confusion, he simply says, "She's the fifth," and then he marches off over to there.
She nods.
You have 17 AC.
Temporary modifiers.
Which puts us 20, 18, 17, which aren't bad ACs. But that will help to protect you when he's not stood next to you.
Yes.
That's as far as I can get with 30 feet of movement. So the rest of you going to get into different positions? Stay where you are? What do you want to do?
This is round 0, we said?
Yeah.
Yep. Double check the tribal monsters ready on the other side of the door. Do.
I'm
Roughly.
going to dash, I think. Where the fuck is the door? Okay, there it is.
The door you came in is the one behind you.
No,
And
no,
you
no,
are.
not that door. I want to go into a turret.
Ah.
Wait,
Yeah,
can we
it's at the back in
see...
the corner.
Do we... We don't need to see the creature yet, right? They have not,
They're not in the arena yet.
Yeah.
They only come in through the door that is not like the others.
Yes, okay.
One of these door is not like the others.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, it's been so long since we've done this. I can take a double move, right?
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh wait, I did a move and a bonus. Does that mean I can take another move still?
Yep.
Trying to like remember the weird reaction system from Pathfinder. There we go.
I mean, if you guys want to rush this, we can just go back to how 5 feet was designed. Done so far is still the same as it would be then. Or...
Yeah, I mean, I would still normally get a... Wait. Yeah, move and trade out my action for a move. And then still be able to use a bonus action, so...
You know what? I'm gonna suddenly realize that was dumb. And... Nope, I can't see the unoccupied space, so never mind. Well... I could halfway through my movement if you're okay with me rescinding half of that movement. Suddenly realize that I can Misty Step to the top of that battlement.
Go for it.
And you remembered, both of you, remember, and Nightmare, that you have a 4th level aid on, which gives you plus 15 maximum HP.
Yes, it's still...
I'm sorry, a 5th level aid, which gives you plus 20 maximum HP.
I don't have quite enough to get up there.
Yes, you do.
I think
You
height
do,
wise,
because it's
30.
circles in this, which aren't quite accurate, because in 5e it's all boxes.
No, I know, but I'm just trying.
Yeah, it's
Figure
only
out the
26
height
high, and
thing.
you're...
Oh, it is only 26 height.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with the circle.
Yeah, so you can easily get to the edge.
Yeah, it's like
I'm gonna do that.
25, 26, yeah, it's high.
You can get here.
Ah!
You got this. Did you forget left shift?
No.
Boop.
Okay.
Boop.
And now that I am up here, I can still take my second movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, good.
Alright, Aurelion, what would you like to do?
Oh, that is not distracting at all.
What is?
dash, I can get in here.
Yep.
Diagonal's alright.
Yep, diagonals are fine. Yeah, sure.
I'll go 65 feet and stop in the doorway.
Alrighty. And with that, you'll hear as you guys enter. Yeah. The first round. The Dark Horse versus. Guess well. I'm trying to think of one thing real quick. The Basilisks of the Sands. And with that, the gate gets thrown open. And you'll see not only what appear to be basilisks, as you'd know those to be lizard creatures, but some other monsters come charging out.
This is so short.
Hit tab.
What the fuck?
Alright,
They
with
have
that,
horse heads?
The reverse
First centaurs.
centaurs.
Oh dear god.
Alright, we're throwing on some initiative now. Everybody tell me what you got.
Initiative.
19.
Oh yeah.
1 second. I need to throw one of these, one of each of these in the stands so I have one that doesn't die for initiative purposes.
They have sneakers.
Alrighty, so let's grab everybody.
Rolling brilliant.
I have 9.
Oh, I was gonna condense them all into one. I didn't realize I sent it to shift enter. Oh well, it's fine.
So, what was your addition modifier? Not yours. Sorry, well, sorry's.
+2.
All right, roll again.
Oh good, they're going fast.
Nat 1.
Roll a third time.
All right, so Nightmare beats you. All right, so 19, 18.
By the way, is she in the ethereal right now, or is she just flying?
She's just flying.
Fly, 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 fly.
All right, we have our initiative order.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the answer from the Beastmaster about whether we could pass off those corpses?
You'll have to go to him after each match, because some of them they might want to try and revive,
Gotcha.
as trying to acquire and capture monsters is difficult, and so resurrection might be cheaper.
Makes sense.
Alright, so let me double check the nightmare stat log. Alright, I have it 10 minutes, so that's 18, that's 20, 11, or no, 9,
Wow, these really are speedy buggers.
I mean, I also just rolled for shit.
Alright. Flamer's gonna get here and go into the ethereal. No, sorry, it's your turn.
I believe I can reach them with magic missile. Based on what I just did. And the fact that it's 120 feet.
You should be able to. Just out of curiosity, what's the higher of this thing? Yep, you'll be able to just reach them. Looks like the entire arena is around 200 feet, going diagonal to diagonal.
Okay. Like I said, cast
It's a
magic
box,
missile.
it's the same.
Oh. Can I nature to know what the hell these things are?
The things out front,
Yeah.
you may. And as these things burst out, you say, seems have our first surprise. Not really sure what those things are, not really in my notes, but hopefully they'll give us a good show.
This is interesting. Nature is 6.
You got this.
You have no idea. That is a horse head with legs.
I lied. You don't got this.
For the record, while the Basilisk tokens are not accurate, the Reverse Centaur ones are.
So the basilisk ones are basilisks or behir or what?
The crocodile tokens are basilisks. They are.
Okay,
That is what
so
they are.
They
just-
are
They aren't.
basilisks. Okay.
Yeah, they just aren't basilisk tokens.
Yes,
That makes
I
sense.
understand.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure
Okay.
that you wanted a basilisk and not like an actual legged snake, which I would have assumed is a behir. But I think they have a behir token, so.
Okay.
Yeah, they
I'm
do.
just gonna cast magic missile at level 1. At the first one.
Missile.
Alrighty,
A missile of magic. It's made
you
out of.
cast it.
What?
So you cast it. What's the damage?
On it. 3 darts says. Wow, that's depressing. 8 damage.
All right, takes 8 damage and it's bloody.
Yes.
Anything else?
I don't think so. I don't want to burn myself out. So we're gonna call it there.
We're gonna have to fight people who might also have spells.
Yeah.
And you're already down a 3rd level spell.
And 2 first.
Yeah, but I'm more worried about counterspell.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Actually, wait, what was the decision on whether we're going back to just normal? Or if we're gonna keep the 2 action mode?
I'm happy to be normal.
think
It
it-
was a lot to think about, but it's up to DM.
I think it's best if we just go back to fighting. I was thinking we'll just drop it regardless, even before we start discussing changing settings.
Yep, that's fair.
Just because it's just too core of a change.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, then, yes,
It was
go
good
ahead
to
and-
experiment.
Alrighty. Aurelion, your turn.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Right?
Something I've been trying to find a way to put in this game for so long.
Inverse centaurs?
Reverse centaur, but sure.
Um. No, I'm going to take the dodge action. Just wait for them to come to me.
Alrighty. It is the reverse centaur turn. Five, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. It has dashed.
Oh, wonderful. Hello, friend.
That one's getting pretty
Alright.
close to me.
Well, good thing too. Your turn.
Haha!
That one is bloodied.
After taking 8 damage.
Okay. I think then, I think Roland's just gonna get right into things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And move to there, and I think I already spent a 1st level, a 4th level, and a 5th level. So I think I'm gonna just go with smacking this guy with the finessed force.
Alright, roll it.
Rolling with this die. Finessed force. Go! That is weak sauce. That is so. It was on 20, and then it rolled. It wiggled, and it fell onto 2. So that's a 10 on AC.
Ooh, just missed.
That is so sad. I'm concentrating on a spell. So if I take any bonus action, cognizant of that. Faith, spirit. Oh, I can drop a spiritual weapon. Okay, I will drop a spiritual weapon. I'm gonna drop it at 2nd level. Boop. Please to be giving me a spiritual weapon. Thank you. Yep. And I can cast it anywhere within 60, right?
I believe so. Clinical cast is 60, a little movement after that's 20.
Right. So if I drop it like... Drop it here. I can drop it here. And then I will simply have it move to here with 15 movement. Huh?
It doesn't get movement on its initial cast.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, wherever it can attack if it's adjacent to something wherever it's first cast, but the movement is part of the attack that the bonus action uses.
Well, let's see. Well, I'm allowed to put it as far out as there, as long as I've got that correct.
Yep, it's good to me.
Cool. So, that is adjacent to that basilisk, correct?
It is adjacent.
Alright,
Attack as you like.
we'll have it attack the basilisk. And that's a 17 on die.
That will just hit.
Well, I mean, that's
Oh well, that's
25. It's a 25 total.
So yes, it's whatever. So you know, whatever. It hits. It's not like it gets worse.
Alright. And that deals 1d8 plus 3 force damage. Yeah. 5 force damage.
Alrighty. 6 HP.
How much damage?
5 force. Smack. I love that I smack it with the pommel.
Yeah, it's not exactly expected. Since it's not, the sword's not normally a token prop. It doesn't have a...
It just leaned
Good thing you
over and
don't
was
want
like, help smack.
Alright. Well, anything else?
I missed, and I did that. I spent my spell slot, I moved, I'm good.
Alrighty. Basilisk. Movement on these things. Oh, well, that's good to know.
These ones can't attack my stupid spiritual weapon.
Doesn't mean they're not going to try. This is the first
No, I know. I always like when creatures are stupid and try. I don't like when they succeed. Baldur's Gate.
So he's going to try and bite it, and his mouth kind of goes through the spiritiness.
Have we
So
fought
it's-
basilisks before?
Nope. 5.
Then nature for what I know about them.
Naturally.
Or do I need to wait for my turn?
Naturally.
Gosh darn.
Uh, 16 nature.
Oh yeah, I forgot these other ones can still dash. Alrighty. As the basilisk turns, they come dashing in.
Whee! I see them coming at me.
They see me coming.
Gross.
Wait, I hate you.
Has the
Oh,
movement with
16
us.
nature?
Oh, right. So, you just wanting to know about them in general?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know the general sturdiness or anything like that. You know, the one probably most important thing about a basilisk, and that is don't look it in the eyes if you're up close, aka within 30 feet.
I'm gonna,
Otherwise, it's going to be some rocky ends.
Yeah. I'm gonna say over the telepathic bond to be cautious of getting too close and don't look them in the eye. The basilisks. Crocodile-looking things.
Very well. Thank you for the heads up.
Nightmare's going to move there and reappear. Oh, sorry.
I do believe that guy is now in range. So I'm going to... We're going to Ray of Frost it. Wow, that's a 19 on die.
You're going to use the basilisk or the...
Basilisk is still out of range, so the centaur between Nightmare and
Alright. Alright, and it was a 19 you said?
19 on die, so 27.
That'll hit.
And I deal 5 cold damage.
It dies.
I can't believe I missed.
tried.
One or two, wasn't it?
And I will.
And
Oh goodness.
will always try to kill him.
Oh my goodness. Aurelion.
Incoming reverse centaur.
Yeah, dodging. Waiting for him to get to me.
Oh. He's not going out to meet his fate.
Still dodging? Alright. And then... Centaur's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Just barely makes it. And it will attack you. But since the block's kind of in the way, you have half cover.
And dodge.
And disadvantage.
Yep. Well, that's probably not gonna cut it. That's definitely not gonna cut it. Alright, does a... Double check the exact hit here. Seven. Does a 7 hit you?
No.
For a 7 to hit you, I think you have to literally have 0 dex, since you also have the +2 from cover. And 0 dex kills you, so I don't think that's physically possible to hit anything.
Okay, just because you said that, I'm gonna make the least dexterous character ever.
Okay, the best you can do is -1s, with the -5 you need for that.
Yeah. But anyway.
Anyways, Roland, your turn.
It's Roland's turn again. He's gotta not suck a butt. Oh, man. He knows not to make eye contact, but this is, if you look at them, yeah, it's according to the mechanics, right?
Yeah, if you
He has to attack with his eyes
Within-
closed, and I don't think
if
he
you
understood
look at them
that.
within 30 feet.
Yeah. I think he's gonna understand exactly the message that was told him, which was don't make eye contact.
Well, which is mechanically why it's only within 30 feet.
Right, but he's gonna be running up.
Ah.
But
Well, you'll learn.
I would have said it how if I was known. And you told me eye contact.
How? Okay, so you know mechanically how it functions. Please describe it however it is that Melisari would do so.
I would say it more or less the way I already did, of try not to get too close. And don't look at them.
Don't look at them.
Or rather, I guess if you want to get near them, don't look at them.
Alright. Well, he's still gonna view himself as a bastion here, so... I guess, as long as he's able to look at them when he's not close, he will try... Wait, which is the one I hit?
This one.
That one. Do I have line of sight to it? That
Because
wall's...
it is a large creature, you have line of sight, but it has partial cover.
Okay, well, partial cover isn't going to matter because I'm going to make it make a saving throw. I just need line of sight.
Well, if it's a dex save, it would actually matter, but...
It's not. It's a wisdom save.
Okay. Then save it shall. It's a wisdom save, you said?
I did say that. Let me make sure that's correct. Why would that be listed under my actions? That would be too easy if it was listed under my actions. Why is it not? Anyway, Toll the Dead, wisdom save, yes.
Alright, I got 10.
Customize, display his attack. I got a 10? Okay, well the DC was 16, so it fails.
Yeah, it is hurt, so how much damage does it take?
2d12 worth of damage. Find out. Pathetic. 6 points of necrotic damage.
Alright, take 6 points. Anything else?
Yes. There will be something else. Just customizing those. Alright.
You want to know the fun thing
No.
about these creatures?
What's that?
You finally have some monsters that are as slow as your sword.
I did notice that. 5, 10, 15, 20. Hello. Alright. Let us go. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. It will deal 9 points of force damage.
Takes 9 points.
And that will be my turn.
Jeepers,
Alright.
mister.
Basilisk's turn.
You're really strong.
10, 20.
When it gets close, as it approaches me, I'm going to remember that Melisari told me not to look at it, so I'm going to be staring down at the sand in front of it.
I'm also gonna repeat it again.
Technically speaking, you're not required to do that until your turn, in case of opportunity attacks.
Okay. I was going to just suck up, like, it being able to attack me with advantage.
Well,
But
it can't even get
it has
to
to
you.
double
It's
move.
slow.
Wait, did it double move and still not get to me?
It has a move speed of 20, man.
No, I know, I just thought it was closer than that.
Hey yo.
10.
I'm gonna make it extra slow now.
Over the telepathic bond, he's just like, hey, do I look really cool facing down all these monsters that I'm not looking at?
Nightmare has to
Very.
avert its eyes.
Oh, did the other one not want to move? Is it just going to hang out with the sword?
Oh, I forgot to move it. That's all that was.
I'm fine if it wants to hang out with the sword. Sword's going to be like, cool.
5, 10, 20. They coming.
Oh, Lord.
Alright, check something.
Not matter.
Just out of range.
There. So, she can't make it to Reverse Centaur, so I guess she'll give this a try. She'll fly out and around to avoid opportunity attacks. Get back here and try attacking the basilisk.
I mean, if you've got a range of 60, I think you're okay.
I can hit the ones in front, but I don't think I can hit the one in the back.
There it is. No, I didn't open it. What was that 10? 11? 12?
He attempts to kick it, but does not quite make purchase as it squirms out of the way. No, sorry.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting my distance marker. Yeah, I don't think I can hit that one, even if I climb up on the wall. So I'm just gonna shoot a ray of frost at the one directly in front of Roll. Yes, rolling.
Okay,
Because neither of the ones in front have taken any damage, correct?
that is correct.
Ray of Frost says 18. To hit.
Hit.
And it deals 10 cold damage and reduces its movement speed by 10.
And damage, you said?
10 damage. Cold
Alright.
damage.
Takes 10 cold damage.
And there's my turn.
Alrighty. Aurelia, you have a thing that's trying to bite you. Poorly.
It's trying, though, God bless it.
So that's what it's doing, is it's trying to bite, it's not kicking.
Correct. It's not kicking, it's trying to bite.
It's hysterical.
So,
I would also enjoy head bashing.
Kick puncher, whose punches are as strong as kicks.
can I attack it from here?
Yep. Though it has a little bit of cover from the side of the door to be in the way. If you take one step to the north, though, you're fine.
No. Step out. That's unfortunate.
Don't hit.
I should acquire a bow.
But you have cantrips.
Yeah, I know. But if I had a longbow...
Then you could shoot things 600 feet away.
Holy shit. Really?
Well, the Ryan's with longbows is ridiculous. They got done so dirty in BG3.
Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous how short the ranges on bows are in that game.
So, how much damage did you deal to it? Earlier, I'm
7.
sorry.
7 piercing.
10 piercing.
7.
7, sorry. You're kind of muffly, so it's hard to hear you. Takes 7 piercing damage, it's bloody.
Nice. Now just take it and shove it in the building.
Oh yeah, I get a second attack.
Yep.
Yep.
26.
Nice.
Hit.
5 piercing.
It does.
Nice. You killed the reverse centaur.
You have
Yeah.
35 feet of movement left, along with the bonus action.
They had
There
like
we go.
12 HP. Poor little thing. He's going back to his hidey hole.
Yeah,
Love it.
let them come to me.
Alrighty. I will remove the first centaurs from the list. Roland, it is your turn.
Wait, I have an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hooray. That'll do. Wisdom saving throw on the one that just got damaged with the Ray of Frost.
And I assume you are outside of its range.
I just checked. I am.
Cool. Alright, it got a 1.
Nice. Critical.
Well, no, it
Holy
was a 2 on die. It got a 1.
Well, I just rolled 22 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
Double 11s, motherfucker.
Very nice.
I'm pretty pleased with that, yeah.
So, it's bloody.
Cool. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, buddy! My buddy! It's the
This
same
is
one
why
I keep
diagonals are
attacking.
And this is why diagonals are BS.
Fucking 22 on AC.
That'll hit.
Yoink. Oh, okay. 4 points of force damage.
Takes 4 points.
Come get me if you can, motherfucker. Alright, my turn's over. It's as far as I can move.
That's what will go.
And remember that the bloodied one only has 10 speed right now.
That's true.
20. 5. 10.
Hi.
Squeeze.
Oh, it's squeezing!
Like,
So it has
is
disadvantage.
trying to get you bad.
It has disadvantage to attack me.
Yeah, but it can't because it had to dash.
Oh, that's true.
So then this one's gonna go 5, 10, dash, 15, 20. Actually, no. What it's gonna do, since it was here, it's gonna go 5, 10, 15. Actually, yeah.
Sad face.
Well, actually, no. From here, it's gonna attack. So it's gonna go 5, 10. So it's gonna start making it jump. So it's gonna go for this thing because I just want to go near whatever that cold thing was.
Sad face. Back out to my range.
And it will bite Nightmare. Ooh. Their hit's kinda nasty. Alrighty.
Remember, she's got the plus 20 HP from me.
I will remember this. Alright, as Nightmare takes 10 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison damage.
Oof. Well, there goes
Correction,
all 20 of the...
13 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison.
There goes all the HP I gave her, and then some.
Ouch.
Alright, so if we took a net total of 3, so I'm just gonna, on D&D Beyond, to modify the HP without making a new monster. So we took 3 damage. But can still be healed for significantly more than that.
Yes. I don't know if I can see that. I guess I can look past the one in front of me because they're far enough away. But I don't think I went to get hit by this monster.
And then the other one's gonna bite.
No, Nightmare!
But that one rolled a 2. So, it misses. I think I might still have it moving. 5, 10, 15, 20. Hoof. I actually can't. This Nightmare was looking away. Double check his stats on this thing.
Gonna make me actually.
She cannot make the option attack. Oh, one thing I did screw up when telling you about its petrification. That might be important to you as well. Sorry. It also has to see you. So if it can't see you and you can see it, you don't have to look away.
Interesting.
Oh, nice.
Alright. It was Nightmare's turn. And I'll just let her keep the roll I did for the last one because it was good. And hoofs the one next to her.
Oh! I've been fucking up.
Oh?
I keep forgetting that Blessed Strikes counts for my cantrips, too.
Alright. You've hit both
Twice.
of them.
Once each. Yeah. One of them I dealt 6 points of necrotic to. That one
So,
also takes
what does Blessed Strikes?
1d8.
Okay.
So
So
it
then-
adds radiant. It's so one of them took 3 points of radiant. The one that took 6 damage, so he's up to 9 total.
Okay.
The other one I rolled a 6 against, so it takes 6 additional points of radiant. So the total there should be 28 from the last attack.
Alright. 8. Health numbers have been adjusted.
I
The one that was very
apologize.
hurt is now extra very hurt.
I always remember it from my weapon attack. I just forget that it also affects cantrips.
I forgot that Nightmare hits like a truck when she feels like it.
Sorry, how much was that second one again?
The damage?
The total on the very bad one, or the
28.
very bloody one.
Yeah, 28.
So,
Pretty good track of
the
damage.
bloody basilisk gets its skull caved in and goes up in a cloud of smoke and fire. And Nightmare bashes it in. Because apparently it's 2d8 plus 4 and 2d6. So, 20 average. That's not terrifying.
Nope.
Alrighty, but yeah. Nightmare is going to move away for the moment. Oh, sorry, your turn.
Do I have line of sight to the one next to Roland?
I'm gonna say you do not. 'Cause it's not particularly tall, and it is behind that walnut on it.
Okay, then I'm going to Ray of Frost the other one.
Good idea.
All right.
And that's a 25 to hit.
Nice. Keep
My
it
dice must
slow.
like me today. Takes 10 damage. And, 10 movement speed. Sorry. Little slow man.
Right, it's now bloodied. Anything else? Alright, Relion, your turn. It seems these things are not going to live long enough to come to you. It's...
Yeah,
I'm going to
it
shrink
is.
it down
No,
to
the-
put it in its proper space.
No, it was the tool that you dropped down. Just cutting off the top of tiny fingers on top of
It looks like a lizard now.
yeah.
Very large lizard, but
Basilisks are normally medium creatures, but I didn't like how tiny those things looked, so it was large.
There we go.
not to
Just
look
that.
at if you're going to be that close.
A dash. I think that's it.
Already. Roll it.
Do
It's your
none of
turn.
us have ranged weapons?
I have a ranged weapon. I have that bow, with the special arrows.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I have to choose. It got shrinky dinked. I have to choose to look down so that it's not petrifying me. And then I'm going to move away, which means it gets an opportunity attack, and it's an unseen attack, so it's at normal because the advantage cancels out the disadvantage.
That's about right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, fuck it. 6.
Does an 18 hit?
It actually doesn't.
Alright, well, it tried its best.
I'm just like holding my shield up like by my head as I run away, not looking, and I just clang as its teeth bounce off the shield.
Anything else?
Let me check distance. It's too close for me to attack normally. Can't look. So I guess I will just do this. I'll double move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is any of this difficult terrain that I should know about?
No, it's meant to be like a ramp to a bridge, so it's meant to be walked on.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Bloody, huh? Oh, that one. I missed.
Okay.
This is Roland's running all over this arena like, nope, nope, nope.
Alright. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
Alrighty, so then I gotta stop saying that. It's the third time in 12 seconds. Let's get this thing back to its
Biggie
proper
boy.
size. So, 5, 10. Actually, no. Well, not you're not here. I think it actually can fit, just partly off the side a little.
It's up to you.
I think it can fit in this square, but once it gets to here, it's squeezing again. Like, it can fit in the corner, but not, like, on the edges leading into it, if that makes sense. Because then half of it's off.
Yeah, makes as much sense as anything.
So, 5, 10, 15.
20.
Is that? That's right, 20. And then it'll dash. 5, 10, 15. This one will go 5, 10, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Could be good news for me.
Well, that's uncomfortably close to me now.
Anyway, I think I can start casting spells again.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 70, 80. Just need the 80. Alright, and stop.
Fly speed of 90, so...
Yeah,
if she was flying, she can attack still.
she is. I just have her on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
No, I
it's
know,
like-
because otherwise, yeah. Flying was always our indicator that she was in the ethereal.
Since she's not actually using hydrogen mode, she's leaving her on the ground. Alright, so that's 21 points of damage. It's still alive, but only just. Oh, sorry, your turn.
Do I need to be looking at it in order to hit it with magic missile?
What does magic missile say?
Creature of choice that you can see within range.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to be looking at it.
Yeah, I figured.
Things that are magic missiles are just not going to work, but things that are attack rolls, you should be able to just kind of blind fire with the normal disadvantage that occurs.
I think. Oh wait, no, I could. No, it's not gonna work. I need to redraw my lines. Yeah, I can't get out of range of that in order to. Do Ray of Frost while looking at it. What's the modifier when attacking without looking again? Disadvantage.
Same as if it's hidden.
going to avert my eyes and hope for the best. I figure it's good to kill it.
Hold on, are you casting a spell?
Yes.
You can't avert your eyes and cast a spell.
Okay. Well, in
You
that
have
case,
to be able to see the target or you can't cast.
Not for all spells.
Oh.
Things that like make attack rolls, you can still fire blind, like you could fire a ranged weapon in targeting a specific square, like a cloud of darkness or something.
Cloud of darkness. I mean, okay. Then, yeah.
Spells that say you have to see the target, like magic missile, you can't do without the risk of petrification.
it technically doesn't say a target you can see.
Okay. Then, yeah, do it with disadvantage.
Balls. That's a crit miss.
Ooh.
Very, very Merry Christmas. Crit miss.
For good measure, I'm gonna go. Oh wait, was that plus 5? 15.
Alright, Aurelion. Mess him up.
Was I warned about the...
Yes.
It was over the telepathic bond.
Okay. Oh, fine. Let me get this stop. That's a...
That's 7, you said?
27.
27. That'll hit.
That's 12 piercing.
It takes 12.
Remind me to switch back to Toll the Dead.
I love Toll the Dead. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Attack is another 27.
Still hits.
7
Alrighty. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh, I think that's it.
Alrighty, Roland, it's your turn.
I believe I am at a proper distance that I can cast on this guy. Let's double check. There's one. Let's see. How does this work? Yeah, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, I can definitely cast at that one without petrifying myself. So, wisdom saving throw.
Does a 9 pass?
No. Sorry. Is it hurt?
It is now, since Aurelion hit it.
Nice. Okay. That could be. Wait. Remember blood strike. Oh, that's so mean. I maximized the blessed strikes, and I did really well on the roll. So that's 26 points of damage, 18 necrotic, and 8 radiant.
Alrighty. It's bloody.
Yeah, that's a cantrip that hits like a truck when it wants to.
Yeah, when it wants to.
It's a very fickle cantrip.
Yep, you have the great axe of cantrips.
Yeah, it's a very swingy cantrip. Right, and then this. These fuckers. 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it.
They finally got away.
Yep. Their stupid double movement that my poor little boy can't do. Alright, that's it for me.
Aurelion, were you recklessly attacking?
No, just regular attack, not range.
Okay, and did you attack with disadvantage?
If you don't want to go stony.
Well, your other option is to make a Constitution saving throw to avoid being Bruinored. since the rolls were made at normal, I need it to either have been reckless or for a con save to be made here.
19.
19. All right, you're fine. All right, so it's now their turn. Basilisk.
He's just glaring back at the thing as it's trying to turn him to stone.
Apparently. So the Basilisk next to Aurelion will try and attack him. Does a 13 hit you? And this one's going to try and attack Nightmare. I don't believe it's a Nightmare, but I could be wrong.
What?
Oh, their AC is terrible. Yes, it does. Excellent. That's, yeah, 46. Alright, she takes 12 points of damage. So I don't believe you poison. Nope. Alright. But 9 is a surprisingly low number, all things considered.
When you said your average was 20? Yeah.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Your turn. Actually, no. I
thought that was Nightmare.
That's not how that works. No, that was Nightmare
Nightmare
getting
got
hit.
attacked.
Oh. What? Do you
So
attack
she
Aurelion?
tries to- One attacked Aurelion and missed. One attacked Nightmare and hit. Nightmare tried to return the attack, but, well, 20 was on the first die, 3 was on the second. Oh, sorry.
Doesn't want to stealth.
Yeah, let's see. What area? Not even. And/or 15, 20. I don't know if that would be considered difficult terrain.
Climbing up on the side, I'd say, well, it's kind of meant you can look down, so I'm going to say it's normal if you're just trying to attack down, not climb over.
Yeah. And I'm gonna fire a ray of frost at the one that is outside my looky range next to Aurelion.
Alright.
Ah, they don't like me anymore. That's that one.
Bummer. Do you have a die or anything you want to try and spend on that?
No, I'm gonna save it.
Even
Okay.
your inspo?
Climb back down. Do I have?
We should. Do we start with inspo every session like with mine?
I don't think I'd officially said one way or the other, but I like that well enough, so yes.
Yeah,
Gives
alright.
everybody one mulligan per session. They always have. It encourages them to use it.
Wow.
Never mind.
12.
Oh, you tried. Any other movement or bonus actions?
I just climbed down off of it.
Alrighty. Press the button when ready. Aurelion, this thing just tried to take a bite out of your leg. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm going to poke it with my sword hand.
Alright, ask the question. Ask if he's looking away or if he's just taking the
Right. Yeah, are you looking away, or are you raging, or, like, raging perfect stacking?
I'm not looking away.
Alright, then, I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 23.
That'll pass.
Seriously, just staring the thing down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a barbarian. I'd be surprised if he failed the con save.
Hmm.
That is a 56.
56, you said?
26.
26. Alright, now he's much more sense. Yes,
56.
That is 9 piercing.
Alright. It is very bloody.
First attack. First attack was a miss, so that was my second attack.
Ah. Any movement or bonus actions?
No.
Alrighty then. Roll it. Your turn.
That's me. Wisdom saving throw.
Does a 20 succeed?
Yes, it does. Nothing happens.
Any bonus actions? Alrighty.
Jesus Christ. 12 to hit.
12 will miss.
Cool. That's my turn.
I was like, 17 hits you, Aurelion.
17, good miss.
Alrighty. Another one will attack Nightmare. Well, hits, but it's damage. Looking away and all that.
Can't even see what's happening to her. Nightmare, protect yourself.
That's... Alright. She takes 14 points of damage.
Gotta be getting low on the HP.
She's getting there. Would definitely be bloodied if it wasn't for the extra 20. Nightmare. Nightmare's gonna be Nightmare and not be here anymore.
That is very reasonable.
As it goes
Ooh,
around
maybe the
there.
other fucker will be able to, will choose to leave my range. My sighty
Oh,
range.
sir. It is your turn.
Yeah, I want to climb back up on the parapet. Make sure that I'm not in the wiki
Risk it
range.
for the biscuit. Cast magic missile.
No.
Come
Not
on,
in
you know
the
you wanna.
wiki range, and so we're going to go for another Ray of Frost. Which is much better. That's a 20.
That'll hit.
Whew, 15 cold damage.
Blip.
Very nearly maxed. Love it.
Goes to light Aurelion. Hit it with a ray of frost. Crusting it with ice. Doesn't need to stop cold.
And shatter. Getting up.
Anything else?
Going to back down. And go this way. And there. Okay.
Alrighty. Aurelion, are you averting your gaze?
No.
On save. Out of curiosity, what's your bonus?
7.
Good to know.
Nice.
You succeed.
Who's everyone else?
Roland is on the bridge. Elsar is in the tower behind you, or behind where your token's facing. And Giant Lizard and Spiritual Weapon are over by the corner wall segment thing.
And Nightmares of the Ethereal.
That too.
Okay, I guess I'm going to move up.
Sad face.
Attack this one.
Before it.
An 18
That'll hit.
is 7 piercing.
That it goes down. That is it for at least for today's combat.
No. I think we can do round 2 in 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm sure. But what I
Never
can
mind,
do
it took like an hour.
is you guys will be announced as the Dark Horse has finished the first round. Be some cheering from the crowd. Your gate will open, and we can do a short rest stuff if you guys want.
I
We
am
go
going
in
to
the game.
calmly walk to the stairs and then start hoofing it from in there.
Come on, buddy. I still got like 9 minutes of you hanging around me.
That only lasted for 1 minute.
Approximately. I think it lasted less. I only cast like 5 spells. Like actions.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just meant like for this like total runtime.
Yeah. It was definitely like, turns wise, it was under a minute. Total thing was probably about a minute. How does the crowd like our performance?
They seem excited, you know, getting to some magic and one person just not even bothering to look away.
I'm going to just telepathic bond to Nightmare and just be like, hey, those reverse centaurs were pretty small. You could probably poof into the ethereal plane with one of them.
They're still big. You're gonna get a piece off one. You'll see her try and snatch part up with like her mouth and a mage hand.
Just
But she'll poop away after that.
we should check in with the Beastmaster.
Don't mind, I prefer if we did that start of things next week. That way I can have like an actual spot made up for that.
Sounds good.
Alright, let me tally up my damage to see how much I need to rest. Oh, it's 0.
Well, Nightmare still needs to rest.
Yes, she
So
does.
also hers.
I could blow a first level spell on her.
That's up to you.
I've still got 3 first levels left. I'll give her one of my firsts. If she reappears.
well at your request, but she's not gonna just reappear.
Alright. Just say, if you come back here for a moment, I can heal you a little bit. She gains 12 HP. It's not bad for a first level spell.
Sorry, I'm giggling about her walking through the hallway. Actually, does she make sound when she walks on the stone?
Yeah.
Is she walking on the stone, or is she like gliding over it?
When inside, she's probably walking.
Just leaving flaming
It's
hoofprints
12.
behind her.
I'll have her spin 2 hit die. For now.
Yeah, it'll reduce the number of hit dice she has to spend to get back to full. Or, you know, not.
5 plus 4, so that's 9 HP. Alright, which makes her go to 63. So we're gonna spend 1 more. 'Cause that's not even back to her normal HP.
Roll better. Roll an 8.
Well, an 8's the best she can do.
I know.
I need to roll 1 more of those, it seems.
So she still had to go through 4 hit dice because her first 2 rolls were for crap.
Alright, there we go. 10 more, so she's up to 76. That's respectable.
Good gosh. Oh.
Or any of you hit? I don't actually know.
Aurelion, maybe?
Nope.
Nope. And Military was in a tower the whole time when they were melee enemies, so definitely nope.
Yep.
They were slow, so I wasn't certain they'd actually hit you guys, but still take resources and the like.
Yeah, I spent, what was that, 2 first levels and a second level spell on that fight.
I spent 8 first levels.
Oh,
Not in my mage armor.
where we are short resting, so I think I can harness divine power.
I believe so.
Then
Invoke your channel divinity to get back some slots, and then short rest will get back the channel divinity.
yeah. Up to level 2, huh? So I can do it twice and get back my 1 second and my 1 first level spell. I'll do that, just because it only lets me get back up to second level spells. Boop, boop.
You can still save the second one for later. Get back a second level with it.
I think it's fine getting back a second and a first. It's fine. Just turn to the others and be like, well, if all of the fights are like that, I think we should have no problem taking prize in this tournament. No, Swordy!
What?
My spiritual weapon needs to run out of time.
Ah. Well, I certainly suspect they'll get harder as the rounds progress. Certainly when we're fighting other teams.
This is probably true. No, I think that currently I only have any curiosity or concern about life and death.
If you guys want to get some rest without having to leave, some comfortable rest, that is, without having to leave arena grounds, the room
Annex.
that's furnished is for you guys.
Oh yeah, fucking annex.
The rest would be furnished too, but copying, pasting is not working well at the moment. So This is what you get.
They call it a bunk. Perfect.
I'm going to sit in the bunk underneath Roland.
Just imagine that every now and then there's a slightly concerning creaking from the ropes holding it up as he's in there with plate armor.
I enjoy my head poking through Randy.
Doink. I feel like I am sleeping on top of a pea. I can feel it through my armor. I must be a princess.
There we go. I really wish I was on my back.
I
This
really
look-
wish I was on my side.
So silly.
I do wish I knew what made that happen.
Magic.
But the nightmares here making a mess.
Oh yeah,
Great. Well, at least I have prestidigitation.
true.
That I think we'll call it there for now, as we are basically at time.
Nap
You
time.
guys had fun.
Yeah, we did a fight. We fought some monsties.
And signed a contract.
Yeah, with an agent of probably Asmodeus.
2 contracts even. Contract that was an addendum to the original contract.
Asmodeus loves them.
Yeah, so
Is the reverse centaur, is that a hero forward?
nope, that is a Tailspire thing. It's part of why I'm going to find a place to put one in here. There is no stat block for it. I had to just make something up.
Yeah. Guy with horse head.
Sorry is a hero forge token, right?
Yes.
So I was just wondering if forward, where the character is facing on the hero forge token, can be set differently when it's important to Tailspire.
Possibly.
So it could be that the left side is actually here as far as Tailspire is concerned. That might be forward.
Run.
Or the back. Whatever else. Yeah.
Is why she lays down sideways.
They tried to test that theory a while back, and it didn't seem to be consistent.
Yeah, it's not even like some. Yeah, like it's not even consistent on Tailspire minis. Like there are dragons that go on their back, but this horse, the reverse centaur, goes on its side. And those are both Tailspire made. So I really don't know. Regardless, I haven't eaten today. 'Cause cheese balls are kind of crunchy. So I'm gonna go get some food. I'm hungry.
Cheese balls count.
Should do that.
Alright, bye stream!
Bye, stream.